rise to the game. The youngest of 5 kids, hun, here it is. After 10 years without no spouse, mama's getting married in the house. Listen, positive over negative for the woman a master. Mother Queen's rise in the chapter. Deja vu, tell you what I'm gonna do when they reminisce over you.
I'm the son of Brenda and Perry Green. I'm the child in New York City, you know, born at the time I was born in. Hip hop was just so, it was a part of the fabric of the city.
I like that. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up. Yeah. Mad Lib, Jay Dilla, Mad Lib, yeah. Now everybody just gather round, cause all we want to do is get on down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like my sound, bro. I know you do too. This on some live shit. North Carolina, I'm fucking with you. Yeah, now everybody say, I feel. Say real good. Say, I feel. Say real good. Say, I feel. Say real good. Say, I feel. Say real motherfucking go.
So what inspired you to want to do the art form of MCing?
I think just hip hop in general raised me. I didn't grow up breakdancing. I didn't grow up writing graffiti. I was always a writer. I wrote poetry, I wrote plays, and hip hop was a way to be a writer but still be cool when I was little. You know what I'm saying? So my introduction to hip hop was, you know, I knew it on the radio, I knew the big songs, I knew the Run DMCs and the Beastie Boys, the big records, but I wasn't in hip hop culture until about junior high school.
Okay.
In junior high school, I wanted to be down with the kids who I thought was cool. The kids who I thought looked cool and dressed fly and everything, they was in hip hop. So my way in was, oh, I could write raps. You know what I'm saying? I could write oh, that's just poetry, I could do that.
Come on. Yeah. All my Reflection Eternal fans. Yeah. Now get 'em up, get 'em up. Why? Get 'em up, get 'em up. Why? Get 'em up, get 'em up. Why? What's with the melodrama? Fellas wanna hover in my cipher like a helicopter, like it's a special honor. Still bomber, jam dropper, make the ghetto holler. Taking you high like skydivers, we sparking live wires. Original caveman, quest from our fire. Express my desire to drop this new shit. Record executives keep telling me, y'all, whoa, are they right? Shut the fuck up.
The most beautiful thing about hip hop is that it's a skill-based thing.
Exactly.
That's the most beautiful thing about hip hop is that check your race at the door, check your prejudice at the door. If you got the skills, you are hip hop. You are welcome in hip hop. It's ground level. It's one of the most uniquely fair things that we've ever seen. But we cannot mistake the fact that it was started with black and brown people out of oppression, out of struggle. So because of that, there's a social justice aspect of it.
So you're on, you know, you're on Rockers and you started to do tours, and Russell Simmons talks about this in Hip Hop Evolution. He talks about the white space or the hole in the market when it comes to alternative white kids who listen to alternative music. So you're going on tour and all you see, the name of your Mos Def's album we'll talk about in a second is Black Star, right? Which is from the Black Star Line's theme ship. And you're going out on the road, and it's white kids.
Just from a purely economic point of view.
Right.
White kids are the ones with the money.
Right.
So whether you're going to go see Gucci Mane or going to see Drake or going to see Black Star, it's going to be a mostly white audience.
Of course.
Unless you're a hip hop artist who has a current radio hit, and then you're doing a local club in the hood, which is not really a theater, but it's more of a nightclub, and you're going and you're doing 2 or 3 songs over your vocals. That's a more black experience. And there are some hip hop artists that are just so black, you know, and I'm not talking about their subject matter, but I'm talking about their personal experience is a very, very uniquely African-American experience.
Right.
That they have a, you know, uniquely black audience. But name any hip hop artist that tours on the road and they have a white audience.
Do you think it's a difference in white audiences though? From the Drake white audience and the white audience that wants to hear about liberation?
Yeah, certainly. I get a white audience that's certainly more progressive and academic and you know stuff like that. And Drake might get a more teeny bopper white audience than I get, you know. But there's been a shift. There has been. I'm glad you brought this up because there's been a shift. When I went to boarding school, So I was around white kids. I was around white kids who, before hip hop was corporate everything. And those kids that I related to were into the hardcore scene. They were into Bad Religion and Dinosaur Jr. and Operation Ivy. And these were like hardcore rock bands that had message music. And that was the connection. The connection with these white kids that I got along with in high school to hip hop was the message. Back then, you saw a white kid with baggy jeans and baseball hat, you like, he's down with the cause. And you said he's down with the cause because you knew that associating yourself with hip hop means associating yourself with social justice, just by default. Now in Trump's America, you know, we have white people who are into hip hop who don't associate with social justice. As a matter of fact, go out their way to try to diss social justice.
Right.
Shine your light. Look how gorgeous you look tonight. Look around. Look how luminous you look tonight. North Carolina, make some noise for yourselves. Light it up. Light it up. Hey. Yeah. How y'all feeling tonight? How y'all feeling? If you having a good time, make some noise right now. I remember when it all started. Back in the day when me and Mom first parted. I tacked from the beginning, I stayed a man. A young chameleon, adapt in any circumstance. Never been a lazy nigga. Concentrate to get the paper bigger. Stay focused. My niggas stay high, I stay lower. Stacking the tricks to get a foreclosure. This shit ain't over, not yet. Going for that gusto.
As curators of the culture, we have to be able to be like, yo, if you are involved in hip hop, you are speaking, you are representing the voice of oppressed people. And even when you hear oppressed people like rappers, trap rappers, gangster rappers, rappers talking about I'm a pimp, rappers talking about things that you may not relate to, they are speaking a painful experience. They are vocalizing it and they're expressing it. So it may not be in a language that you want to hear, or a canister or container that you're used to, and it may be offensive. But the key to it, I think, is loving hip hop, whether it's convenient to love it or not.
Produced by Duke University. Online at duke.edu.